Morning to you, Jermaine and Victor.
Good morning.
Here now are the highlights of the morning news. Senate has resolved to carry out a comprehensive investigation into the activities of fraudulent investment schemes, commonly known as Ponzi schemes, in Nigeria to protect citizens. In a motion jointly sponsored by Senator Abiru Adetekumbo and Senator Osita Izunaso, lawmakers expressed concern over increasing sophistication of operators of such fraudulent schemes and the devastating consequence of their actions on unsuspecting members of the public.
How this monumental fraud will happen to Nigeria when we have a regulator, the Central Bank of Nigeria, in place.
And the quest to find lasting solution to malnutrition and food insecurity in Nigeria continued at the National Summit on Nutrition and Food Security convened by the House of Representatives Committee on Nutrition and Food Security. The conference is to build stronger synergy amongst stakeholders so as to tackle the issue frontally.
Experts tell us what we should do, both at the national and subnationals, to address this challenge of malnutrition and lack of food.
And of course, rather than wait for the future to happen, there must be a global resolve to shape it now by promoting initiatives that support the youth and their aspirations. Nigeria's First Lady, Oloremi Tinubu, made this call while addressing the third annual Global First Partners Academy ongoing in New York.
Has made me to realize that our youth are creative, innovative, hardworking, and resilient. Preparing the youth for the future also means meeting them where they are, in the digital space, in technology, creative industries, in conversations about climate action and governance. As adults, we have a lot of catching up to do. We have to build bridges to engage our youth through scholarships, internships, mentorships, and programs that foster.
Nigeria's status as a giant on the African continent is on display as investors are taking advantage of the nation's policies on ease of doing business. One of such investors is the Magama local government area of Niger State, building a hydropolis free zone, a world-class modern city to accelerate industrial development in Niger State and Nigeria at large. A federal government delegation, including the Minister of Information and International Orientation, Mohammed Idris, visited the site.
Tinubu. First, he established the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy, which has an 800-kilometer coastline and then inbound waterways that also support this kind of venture. If you match that with also the novel Ministry of Livestock Development, and you now know that the president feels that there is the need for Nigerians to actually have sufficiency in food production. That's the only way that our sovereignty can be guaranteed.
A book authored by former presidential spokesperson Garba Shehu during official lunch turned an assemblage of high and mighty on the nation's political landscape. The former president, Muhammadu Buhari, is a character of the title, according to the president. Lessons from presidential spokesperson's experience.
Muhammadu Buhari has done his part and the legacy must be preserved.
This one further goes to show the loyalty, commitment, and the way Buhari's aides hold him in high esteem during and even after leaving office.
And that's the news. Good Morning Nigeria continues with Victor and Jumai right after this break.